Hey there, Animal Crossing lovers. My name's BB8, and today it's episode 5, the second to last episode. We're talking about story mode and how a potential story mode in an Animal Crossing game could work. So let's get into things, shall we? So, when the mart has been built, talk to Isabelle. And if you press about the strange noise, she would talk about her twin brother's betrayal. There has been a weird noise from underground. Oh right, maybe the sound is connected to my twin brother Digby that betrayed me 3 months ago. So, are you going to find out what this weird noise is? Yes or no? If she says yes, she'll say, wonderful. First thing I need you to do is open your quests app in the nook phone. There is this. The quest app will guide you. Make sure that noise is stopped for good, then I get my twin brother back. So, after that you go talk to Mr. Rossetti. So if you try to mention the hole, if you try to go in there, Mr. Rossetti will spike up for the ground saying this: sorry kid, you're not allowed past the gate until you complete the dive zone. And if you say about the strange noise, he'll say, about the strange noise? Well, here's the truth. I was hired by Digby to clear the underground. And badly, he didn't pay me for it. So I recommend going to talk to Capen. Because Capen has a friend that lives in the dive zone and hasn't been on the surface for 20 years after his ship got destroyed. So, after talking to Mr. Rossetti, you go through the pier to talk to Capen. He will say, hey there, do you want to go to the dive zone? There's yes, no, and about your friend that lives in the dive zone. If you pick about your friend that lives in the dive zone, he'll say, so you're looking for my friend Finless, are you? Well, I'll take you to the dive zone anyway. So I haven't seen Finless for 20 years, because of an incident that happened one night. We were all having fun on the ship, but suddenly a whale hit the ship, and the ship sank. Luckily, everyone survived, and decided to live separate lives at the bottom of the dive zone. Except for me, of course. What I did was move to a village where you lived and served my role as sailing you to Tortimer Island, which sank recently. So, my only thing to do now is come back to the island 20 years later and host a dive zone area. So we're here now. Finless lives at the shipwreck at the bottom of the ocean floor. So, if you don't know who he is, well, he is a shark without a fin. Requirements to go in the dive zone are wetsuits and a snorkel mask. Without the snorkel mask, you cannot see what's underneath the ocean. When you meet Finless for the first time, he'll say this: what? Who are you, matey? And what are you doing here? Capen brought me here. Capen? I haven't seen him in years. So I have a mission for you. I need help getting my crew back together and restoring my ship to its former glory. If you can do all 17 missions I have for you, I will take you wherever you need to go next. And then, once you completed all the missions, he'll say this: "Thank you, thank you, thank you. My ship has been restored, and my crew are back together. Except Capen. But that's okay. My ship's been restored, which means I can visit more places. So, talk to Capen for me." Once you completed all of Finless's missions, you unlock an option to build a sushi restaurant. A figurine of Finless, kinda like the one seen in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. And the mine will be unlocked. When you go back to Capen, he'll say, "So, you got Finless back on the water. So, whenever you need to go to Finless's ship, I will sail you over. So, talk to Isabelle." When you go to Isabelle, she'll say, "So, I've heard you brought the legendary Finless back up to the surface. So, I have a few options for you. You could go to Slithering Island, where you can learn how to catch reptiles. Go to Leaf. Go to the mine. If you go to Leaf, he will say, 'So Isabelle sent you here, so here's the deal. Don't tell anyone you are about to see this.' What is it?" Here it is. Called the Shrinking Serum. I've secretly invented it to give me the ability to harvest a beehive. But when I was wandering around town, and I heard one random bee hive had a civilization of bees inside. But my biggest question is, does it have any honeycomb pieces in there? So you can go to Tom Nook and craft a beehive yourself. So my mission is, shrink yourself, climb up the tree, go inside the beehive, steal some honeycomb pieces, bring them back to me so you can unlock a beehive recipe. So when the serum is consumed, you climb up the tree, get inside the beehive, pretend to make friends with the bees, steal a piece of honeycomb, but if you're caught, there'll be a swarm of bees coming after you. But this time, they're way bigger. So, here's one part before you head off to Digby. You find Wisp at the bottom of the mine and says, "Oh, you found my home. A whole abandoned subway with a train and ghosts like me living inside. So I have a mission for you." That's when you find him. Complete that mission and have $1 million to open the Happy Home Resort. You head into the casino and when Digby is... When you bump into Digby, when Isabelle comes in with you, "Well, are you trying to make me apologize to Isabelle, eh?" I will never apologize to Isabelle. I don't care about her anymore. So get lost, or I unleash the casino bot. So with the battle against Digby, you go onto like this giant roulette table. And it's up to you and Isabelle to defeat the casino bot. And if you do, this happens. "So you defeated me. Fine. I'll apologize to Isabelle then. And Happy Home Resort is now open to the whole island." Then Digby changes his ways finally apologizes to Isabelle, and then flashes back to when he was 4 days old. Digby flashbacks to Christmas Eve, 4 days after they were born. They were just about getting along together, and then once their parents got married and went on a honeymoon, they never came back, so they became orphans. To finish things off, I've brought a comment from episode 2. Ryan Lofts, if you're watching this, I really hope you don't mind me using your comment in this video. Cool ideas. I like the cinema idea a lot. My ideas for shops and other ideas. An arcade where you can play mini games and Nintendo games. And earn coins for grabbing machine and where Nintendo items can be unlocked. A swimwear store where you can buy wetsuits and there could be a Nintendo themed wetsuits. An Amiibo hotel. I was thinking about this originally. It's like you read my mind. So I thought of the Amiibo dock, where there's like a whole dock of boats. But I still like your idea. A new online area, like an online city, where you can purchase exclusive items and hang out like a cafe area. Special stores that open at a certain time of the year, like a Halloween store, or a summer shop, or a winter shop. I like that idea a lot. I'm not gonna lie. So if an online city was supposed to be added in, I think the title screen would be changed, which means press the X button to enter the online zone. So this is the online zone, accessible to Nintendo Switch Online members only. So there's like 50 mini games you could like play with your friends. There's the Roost, where you can hang out and chill. There's a shop where you can transfer items to your base game. An arcade where you could use your gold points and get prizes. And an information stand. Well, there's 4 minigame sections. The Action Zone, Adventure Mountain, Entertainment Pier, and Sports Stadium. The whole online city thing could be like a semi-open world, where you can meet up with your friends, or people you don't know, and play mini games together. And another idea, special stores. I like this idea. So, there's 4 variants for this. Swing to Spring, Sunshine for You, Jack's Spooky Picks, and Winter Wonder Store. Swing to Spring sounds like Easter eggs and chocolate, anything like that. Sunshine for You sounds like footballs, anything summer related. Jack's Spooky Picks sells Halloween costumes, Halloween candy, Halloween decorations, anything. But after October 31st, Jack is replaced with Franklin to represent Thanksgiving. And Winter Wonder Store sells like in-game advent calendars, Christmas decorations, Christmas presents, Christmas trees, and even has Christmas themed missions. I had this idea for event quests. If you build the special store that changes depending on the season, you will be granted with event quests. Which means, if you decorate your house with Christmas decorations, the jingle set will unlock, and a new snowman like villager comes to your town around winter, and he asks you to build a snowman. If you do, you get rewarded with the snowman set. And there's the ice set as well. So we're just about running out of time. So Ryan Lofts that wrote down the comment. Anything that I didn't mention just then, I will mention next time. Well, next episode is the final episode, where we're gonna mention new amiibos that could be brought out for the game, the design of an amiibo cards, and new controllers and consoles they could bring out for the game. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn your notifications on. Today is your last chance to share your ideas. Last chance before episode 6 goes online. BB8 out.